Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video. I appreciate the support. Wanted to talk a little bit about a movie that released this weekend starring two big stars. You had Chris Pratt and you had Rebecca Ferguson. These are familiar names in many popular movies prior to the release of this movie, and it's titled Mercy. I want to talk a little bit about the reviews for this film. Initially, when I saw the trailer for this film, because they have been doing some pretty strong promo for the film, it struck me as a Minority Report knockoff. I did think they were trying to switch things up with the AI angle, which is contemporary, but a lot of it reminded me of Minority Report, just not on the same level or spectacle or same quality as Minority Report. I definitely wanted to look at some reviews to see what people are talking about, and then we'll talk a little bit about the box office and budget for this film. So let's look at a couple reviews from Rotten Tomatoes, a couple from the critics, and a couple from the fans that just wanted to see the film, because there is quite a deviation, a big deviation, and then we'll talk about those box office numbers. So let's go ahead and look at Rotten Tomatoes right now. Look up at your screen. We have the scores there. So at this point in time, from the tomato meter with over 124 reviews from the critics, it's at a 21%. Pretty bad. Popcorn meter with over 500 reviews, far outweighing the tomato meter, is at 82%. So the fans tend to like this film overall compared to the critics. Let's read a couple reviews from the critics. This one is from Christopher Lloyd of the film Yap, 3.5 out of 5 stars, so not a terrible score. Kind of cheesy, silly, and even deliberately dumb, but you can't deny the entertainment value. Classic B movie for January. This one is a 2.5 out of 5 stars from Keith Garlington, Keith and the Movies. He says the blueprint is there for something a lot better than what we got. It's not without entertainment value. So he says it's okay, but still gives it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. This one is from John Urbanchich, 2.5 out of 5 stars. The resulting flashback-driven give and take actually works quite surprisingly before a convoluted 30-minute pile-on ending. And so it looks like the movie's kind of all over the place, right? And that's just a couple critics' reviews. Let's look at what the audience thinks about this. Now, this one's pretty bad. This one is a 1 out of 5 stars from Chris M. Total and complete fail. A movie about an AI judge so unbelievable is probably written by an AI. So he didn't like this whatsoever. He thought the script was pretty weak. Tom K. gives it a 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was great. Salvador L. 5 out of 5 stars. Very entertaining film. Had me on the edge of my seat the entire time until the end. KJ, 5 out of 5 stars. Best movie that you're going to see right now. This is definitely the top one so far. Brian T, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Suspenseful, great story, great action scenes. So I think for the most part, the audience, the general audience, did like this film. The critics are panning it. And so let's go ahead and look at the box office for this film, Mercy. Alrighty, so we have a total box office this weekend of $22.8 million. That's the opening weekend for this film. The budget was $60 million. So you want to hit that threshold of about $150 to $180 million to call this film a success, and not a strong start, to be quite honest. It would have to have quite a bit of legs to actually make its money back. Could it possibly get its production budget back? It is possible, depending on the competition moving forward into the future. Obviously, not going to be too much coming out for the next couple weeks that I think will really have that much of an impact, but still a lot of competition in between, just different films still running from December. So we'll see where this film ends up. This is being brought to us by Amazon MGM Studios. So the film is in theaters right now, runs about 100 minutes, so an hour and 40. Nothing too crazy, quite a breeze to be quite honest. And yeah, it seems like mixed reviews, I would say. Ladies and gents, have you seen this film, Mercy? What do you think about the film? Comment down below. Share this video, like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications. Be safe. It's Neff signing off.